What is up, guys? Ian here from Co-Create Today, taking that mindset of lack to a place of abundance. Today I just want to talk about the science of not trying. And by trying to do something and be someone, you're really stepping yourself away from being that someone and that something. Growing up, I always questioned why it is that when you try to be someone or you try to do something, you completely miss the mark and you completely get farther and farther away from being that one thing. So an example I just heard is if you try to be the cool kid in school, like everything you do is gonna seem like lame or stupid, only because it's coming from a place of non-authenticity. Like it's not authentic, and because of that, like the vibe and just your body language is not ringing true to who you really are. And by trying to be someone, you're really not trying to be yourself, and that is probably the biggest mistake that everyone is making, is they're not being themselves. So what we need to do is we need to find love and find abundance within ourselves and start to implement that into our lives. I always question why it is that people look so cool and they look like a badass, but I think it was more or less just a vision of them being themselves and not really being restricted by anybody else. And I find that if you can find that within yourself and you can be very authentic and you can really be who you are wherever you want, and act as if you had nobody watching, that's when you appeared to be very attracting, very cool, and like when you are in that, you know that you're being authentic. And I think the biggest thing nowadays is we need to find a place of authenticity. And I said that earlier, but I want to say that's like probably the most important thing in all this. Like, if we can find who we are and be who we are, that's really going to set us up for being influential and really having an effect on people. And that's kind of what I want to do. I want to really be myself wherever I'm at, whomever I'm with, and really start to have positive influence on people. And I won't be able to do that if I'm not being myself. And if I'm trying to be someone else and have a persona, I'm really going to step myself away from ever being an influencer and really having an impact on people. I find that when I'm around my business associates, if I be myself, I set up space for everyone else in the room to be themselves. And I think that's probably one of the most important things in my life, is if I'm not letting other people be themselves, I'm not being myself. And I want to be able to be myself everywhere, and that in saying that, I can be anything, and it's not a limitation. Myself is an infinite being, and I'm always growing every single day, and I'm ever expanding. But the things that may come out of me is sensible. You can't see it coming. And if I try to set up the future and I try to plan every minute detail, I'm gonna stray away from that really creative authenticity. And I know that I've been emphasizing that in this video, but I truly believe that if you're not being authentic, you're not being yourself, and you're not letting other people be themselves either. So if I can find a way to be able to be authentic and be this type of being where I can actually start to implement my positive energy into other people and make them very positive and start making them think abundantly and start making them starting to manifest what they want to. And I think it all comes down to who you think you are. And that person who you think you are is not stagnant. It's something that's always changing. So more or less, it's not who you think you are, it's how you love yourself. And once we can find this love for ourselves, no matter who we are or where we go or what we've done, that really sets the stage for success, and it really sets the stage for true connection. And if you can't truly connect with people, you'll never become successful in the parts that you would like to, because there's always going to be a roadblock. There's always going to be someone that you're going to need to meet to get to the next level. And until then, we have to learn how to love ourselves and really be authentic and be who we are, because in the end, that is going to be the most attractive thing there is. So I hope you guys like this video. If you like these videos, go ahead and hit subscribe. Other than that, I hope you guys have a beautiful day, and I'll catch you later. Namaste.